here has ever would like to give a speech like Steve Jobs or Martin Luther King? Who here would like to wow your audience every time that you step on the stage? Who here would like to give a speech so inspirational you would achieve a life-changing speech for somebody in your audience? And who here has already done all three? Fellow Toastmasters and honored guests, I'm Dave Blum. I'm your hero today, and my job is to make all of your public speaking dreams come true. If that sounded a little self-centered, perhaps, a little egotistical, it's not surprising. Public speakers are often this way. We can be a little bit headstrong, maybe a little bit self-centered. When we get on the stage, we imagine that we are going to give the most amazing speech ever because we are the consultant, we are the guru, right? We're going to fix all problems and receive the wonderful, fantastic reward of adulation and high speaking fees, yes? Of course, the problem is it doesn't work, at least not in the case of the audience. An audience, a really good audience, they can smell an egomaniac from a mile away, right? And if you start to ramble on and on about how great you are, how wonderful, and your handsome family, you know what speakers sometimes do, the audience will check out, and you have failed as a speaker, right? To really achieve a life-changing, transformational speech, we need to make a shift. And that's what I'm here to urge you to do. To shift the attention away from you as the hero and shift it to the audience, where it deserves. Raise your hand if you're familiar with the hero's journey. Right? It's a very specific thing. It's a historical story spine that goes back as far as Homer's Odyssey, perhaps, possibly even further. It was popularized by Joseph Campbell, the great mythologist, and it goes a little bit like this. There's a hero we're introduced to in the ordinary world. And the hero is, he's just an ordinary person, and he receives a call to adventure. Initially, he refuses the call. But with the guidance of a wise mentor, the hero accepts the call and steps into and he crosses a threshold and he enters a special world. A special world. There he makes many friends, he makes many enemies, he has challenges, sacrifices, and eventually, if he's lucky, he succeeds and is transformed into something new and something different. Great example, of course, is Luke Skywalker. We're all familiar with the Star Wars story. Luke is on this desert island or desert planet in Tatooine, and he receives a call to the action in form of these droids, which kind of drop down in his lap. And one of them has a message from a beautiful princess with a plea for help. Help me, help me. He refuses the call. I can't leave. I can't go off into space. But the wise mentor, old Ben Obi-Wan Kenobi, encourages him, gives him wise guidance, and he ends up accepting the call, and he leaves, crosses a threshold into that special world. The world of the Force, the world of Jedi Knights, lightsabers, Ewoks dancing around. Many challenges, many struggles, but eventually he is transformed into the Jedi Knight that he is. How does this relate to us speakers? Well, it's quite obvious, isn't it? We think we're the hero, right? We are Luke. We are Neo from the Matrix. We are the Karate Kid. Is that really the way it should be, though? I would urge you to actually flip it around. We should be the mentor, right? Rather than Luke, we should be Obi-Wan. Rather than Neo, we're Morpheus. Rather than the Karate Kid, Mr. Miyagi. That's the proper role. Turning back to the hero's journey for 1 second. what is the ordinary world and what is the special world? And this is important, right? The ordinary world for the audience, which is our hero, is where they are right now, what is. The special world is what could be. It's the world that they are stepping into. And that's what we're there for, as a mentor, is to guide them into a special world where they make a change. But that's really what speeches are about, a change, a transformation, and it could be anything. It could be that you give up your triple chocolate macchiato from Starbucks so that you actually lose 25 pounds. That would be a change to a special world. It could be getting up in the morning and going to the gym rather than sitting on the couch and listening to and watching the Kardashians. Going from some change, some transformation, that's the special world. And interestingly, as mentors, we cannot go there. We can't go into the special world. Our job is to guide the hero to the threshold of change, right up to the brink, and then it's up to them to go and take our advice and go make these transformations, right? It's an important role, and it's a difficult role, but it's very significant. We can't, Mr. Miyagi, he never steps into the ring with the Karate Kid. He's always on the outside, watching from the outside, as the wise and supportive mentor. I urge you all to really consider changing your perspective and donning, actually physically, if not mentally, donning the robes of the mentor, right? Again, rather than Luke, you're Obi-Wan or Yoda, if you prefer. This is not an easy transformation. Not only for the hero, but it's also not an easy transformation for you, right? There's this little gremlin that keeps on, it sort of jumps up and bites you and says, wait a second, I don't want to give up the hero role. I'm the hero. I'm the star. I'm the big expert here. I wrote the book. Where's Don? Yeah, I wrote the book. You knew that was coming. It's a difficult transformation, but it's possible, and dare I say it, it's the heroic thing to do. Metal